everybody, it's your old pal Ron. Well, you know, we did something a few days ago where I put up in the polls as far as a just kind of get everybody's feel on what they felt was the best game that was transitioned over from a video game. And I decided to put together a list of my top 10 games that were video IPs, video game IPs, and converted to board games. Boy, I'm going to have to figure this title out so you guys see what I'm talking about. But we're going to get started here, and I'm going to give you my top games that were video games and became board games. And number 10 is Wolfenstein. Now, this Wolfenstein is fantastic. The newest edition, this game only came out, I don't think, not too long ago. The miniatures are fantastic. The gameplay is a lot of fun. It plays a lot like the video game that, the later video game instead of the older video game, but does have a lot of that old school feel from the original video game from the 90s. And Wolfenstein's a lot of fun and very, very enjoyable. I highly suggest you check it out. I really, really am enjoying it. And painting it was just as fun. You'll be seeing a video in about a week or two of that, so you can get some ideas on how to paint Wolfenstein. At number 9 was a game that I painted while I was sick with COVID, because I went painting crazy because I couldn't sleep. We actually did a live playthrough, and I actually enjoyed this game a lot more than I thought I would have, and that's Horizon Dawn Zero. The video game, PlayStation game, a lot of fun, a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed it. I liked the mechanic where the actual the robots move in a certain way. So you've got to try to figure everything out, how you're going to do things, how you're going to salvage everything. And then when you get those salvage points, improve your character. Just really, really smart and a lot of fun for sure. At number 8 is Xcom. Now, this is an older game, and it actually uses an app, but Eric Lang really did a nice job on this. I believe it was Eric Lang. And you know, it's a fantasy flight game. It's enjoyable, and going through this list and looking at all the games that have come out, it makes me want to go to the storage unit and pull it out. I know I have XCOM, and I might just do it live with Justin at some point when we get to it, but it's definitely a great game, and you should check it out because it is affordable right now. So XCOM at number 8. At number 7 is a game I've done here a couple of times. We have it totally painted, and just really enjoy it. I enjoyed it playing it solo, and that's Dark Souls. Dark Souls is fantastic. I'm talking about the board game with the miniatures and all that stuff. The card game is good, but isn't as good as the actual game. I have a lot of fun with this. I really do, and it's a solo experience I really enjoy. Justin doesn't like it as much, but I really have an affinity for it, and really, I really enjoy this. Dark Souls at number 7. And number 6 is a surprising one, and that's Resident Evil 2/3. These are good. If you haven't gone out and picked this up, you're missing out on a very, very good, solid system, solid game, and just really, really enjoyable. I know what you're saying. I'm tired of zombies, or there's zombicide, or there's this or that. But I'm telling you right now, this Resident Evil is right up there, and really does a fantastic, fantastic job. And it is just really a lot of fun. And number 5 is a game that if you can get your hands on it, it's going to cost you a pretty penny. I really argued over this one, and it's another game from the same company, and that's Starcraft. You know, I kind of argued over Warcraft because I kind of went, oh, you know, I really like Warcraft too. But when I thought about Starcraft and how much fun we have with that, good luck trying to get this. This is going to cost you a pretty penny. And boy, Fantasy Flight, you should just redo it. just redo it. It's a great game. Starcraft is a master, just like they should do World of Starcraft. You know, they did World of Warcraft. Everybody was happy about it. It's been around for 10 years. I never understood why they never did World of Starcraft. How cool would that be, right? What do I know? But Starcraft, just a lot of fun, enjoyable, beautiful miniatures, beautiful production. Good luck trying to get your hands on one. At number 4 is Bloodborne. I have everything for this. I enjoy it. It feels a lot like the video game. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. It's just one of those games that you know, you either love it or hate it, and I just happen to be one of those people that love it. I've heard people complain about it. They don't like the card system, this, that, the other. I think it's just awesome. I mean, I have a good time with it. But Bloodborne definitely is a fantastic, wonderful, beautiful models, beautiful experience, and you should definitely check it out. At number 3 is one of those games that I don't care how they make it, how many different versions there are, I'm always going to get one, and that is Doom. Doom is glorious. Doom is just glorious. Another fantasy flight game, you know? Just a really great game. Solid. You know, a lot of the stuff that they got for Descent, you know, came from Doom and Gears of War, and I'm telling you right now, Doom at number 3, even the newer version was decent, and I really liked it, and it stays right up there. I think number 3 is the perfect spot for it. It is a great game. At number 2, well, there was only one thing that could beat Doom, and that's Gears of War. Gears of War is great. So, you know, similar in a lot of ways, but different in a lot of ways. And I just, you know, Gears of War, it just has you know, I actually still have a sealed copy of it. I have 2 copies of it. I have a sealed copy of Gears of War. I mean, how glorious is that? That's how much that game meant to me. Even though I knew I had it, I bought a sealed edition because I knew it was out of print, and I just wanted to have a sealed edition. And that's how great this game is, that you're willing to buy another edition. Gears of War at number 2. Now, sitting at number 1 is a game I don't think you would expect. And there have been many different incarnations of this game, but I'm going to tell you this much. This is just one of those games that I love to death, and it is fun with 2 players. It's fun with 4 players, and I think the edition I like, which is the very first edition, if you can find it, by Firaxis, they came out with it. So I had to make a little edit here because my wife came in the door, and I stopped the tape, and then I thought I put the button back on to finish to tell you what the number 1 was. But the number 1 game is an older game. It's been redone by Fantasy Flight Games. If I said this in the prior video, I'm sorry. The prior part of the video, forgive me, but I'm kind of trying to pick up where I can so I can finish this. But the number 1 video game to board game translation is none other than Civilization, the very first one. The really big box, the one that was humongous. I mean, just beyond human belief, with a massive board. A matter of fact, I have 2 copies. And what I'm going to do is, one copy is really old and beat up, and I have one that's never been opened. So what we're going to do is, to celebrate the number 1, because you know, if you don't know which Civilization is, one that's going to be up in the left-hand corner here, I'm going to do a video where we're going to unbox it, and I looked out there to see if there was any rule videos for it. There isn't, so we're going to do a rule video on it. You can get it. It's very affordable. It's anywhere from $35 to I've seen it up to about $70. But boy, it is a big box, a big game, a heavy game, and lots of parts in it, and it is glorious. It's one of those games that you could spend an afternoon playing. It plays well with 2, plays well with 4, but definitely my number one video game. I love Sid Meier's Civilization. I love the board game. I love the video game. I have it on everything. I even have it on the Vita, for crying out loud, okay, just so I can play it. I have it on video game, I have it on computer. I love Civilization. It's probably one of the greatest games of all time. Has anybody ever played the space version of it? I really like it, the video game, I mean. It's really cool. All right, so there's our top 10. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Well, there's only one thing to do. You can put that in the comments, folks. So, until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon, everybody. And hopefully I won't make mistakes like this all the time. Take it easy, everybody.